Hello everyone, I'm back. This is actually attempt number 2 because when I looked at the result of attempt number 1, turned out that my microphone was not actually activated, so I didn't actually record any audio, just video. So anyway, let's start that over again. Probably this video is going to be shorter than the last one because I don't feel like recapping the entire thing. Nothing much has happened in my life this week, except that I did order and finally receive my treadmill, which is not one of those running ones. It's the one that you can buy to put under your desk if you're like at work and you just want to walk a bit. So it's not a super fast one, even though I'm pretty sure you can get it up to some good speeds. So that's the thing. I can walk at home now. Great. I can not, instead of walking in circles, I can walk in a straight line. For about 15 minutes a day, I'm gonna do that, just to have a little bit of exercise in there. I was watching the whole GME stock price thing, and it's still going because people haven't given up yet, but it's pretty obvious now that the big businesses have found some way to no longer lose, and I think the holding thing may have been usurped. Is that the right word? I don't think we're done with the whole stock price thing at all, because what has happened, some people may have lost some money. I don't know. Some people, I think, put more in than they should have, even though I think a lot of the times when you looked at these live streams and the Wall Street Bets places themselves, there were tons of people saying don't put any more money in there that you're actually willing to lose. So if people did put more in there, then that's kind of their own responsibility. I do feel bad for them, of course, because it's never fun to lose money in the stock market. But you know, you need to be very careful with these things. Anyway, so I don't think it's over though, because what it has done has wakened the people up to the fact that the stock market, even though it before seemed a little nebulous, is now guaranteed to be slanted. And people who aren't part of some big trading corporation are just not going to make it, because they will always find some way to bail themselves out and leave the little guy in the dust with empty pockets. So that's once again confirmed. And in any case, the stock market isn't good for people anyway, because there's tons of businesses that operate in the stock market that use computers to do that. I think they call that high frequency trading or something, where a computer buys a stock, waits for it to rise even fractionally, and then it just sells it off again like within a few seconds. And actual people cannot do that. What we did see though, and some people think that it was an attempt to hijack the movement, is that we had an interest in silver, and that may have been somebody trying to push the Reddit investors towards something else to distract from the GME, AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond, or whatever other stocks they were trying to meme on, and into something else which they might actually make money on. That might be true, but there's also another thing going on, and that is that the amount of money printing, particularly in the US, has skyrocketed over the past couple of months. Like, there's the graphs that you can look up to see how much money was being printed by the Federal Reserve or something, and it usually just kind of goes up like this, which is already quite bad. But it went up in a huge spike, I think near the end of the year, or maybe start of this year. In any case, sometime recently it went up crazy amounts, and that means that the money that is in your pocket is now worth considerably less. And if the amount of paper in the economy goes up, the value actually drops down about equally fast. So I think the main idea that the people who were suddenly investing in silver had was, hey, yeah, you know, all that money that's in my pocket, that's going to be worthless soon. Let me just throw it at something physical that I can actually hold, and actually hold value in physical silver and gold, and we'll just do that. Wait for the storm to blow over, and then at least I'll have some value left, because all the stuff that's in your bank account is only as valuable as the government and the banks say it is. And if they suddenly decide that it's no longer valuable, then you can have as big as a number as you want. You can't really buy a loaf of bread of that, or you can't even get to it, because sometimes they'll just disallow access to accounts, or they'll only allow you to withdraw a certain amount. We saw that 2007, 2008, and people were actually being limited here to the amount of money that they could withdraw from their bank accounts per day, because they didn't want people to start a bank run, even though there were already people trying to do a bank run, but they couldn't because the machine just wouldn't give them the amount of money that's in their accounts. I mean, back in the Great Depression as well, people tend to think that the governments were more honest back then, but back during the Great Depression, there was this thing where they would want people to turn in all their gold that they had, and then they were paid a certain amount for that gold, And then shortly after they thought they had most of the gold in their banks, now suddenly the price skyrocketed and the amount of money or the value of the currency plummeted. So suddenly the people that were paid for turning in their gold might as well have just kept it because it was worthless now, the amount that they got in return. So it's definitely not outside the realm of possibility. So I think that's where also the interest in silver and gold comes from for the most part. I think they kind of coincided. Like there's the GME run to try and get people to buy GME stock and hold on to it. That happened. And at the same time, people were looking at the amount of money that was being printed and going, hang on, soon my money is not going to be worth anything. And so I might as well buy something for it while I still have the chance. Although the silver price hasn't really gone up much. So it's a bit of an odd situation there. So it's like the price is not skyrocketing, but on the other hand, people who supply physical silver are running out of stock because people are buying it. So it's a bit of an odd situation. Like the demand is there, but the price is not. Speaking of physical silver, though, something funny happened today. Today I was walking the dog and I actually found a silver ring. There, see? Can you see the detail? It's like got some detail work on it. And it actually is a silver ring because I looked at the stamp. It says 835. So maybe it has like 0.83% silver in it instead of 925. I don't know. The website that I found wasn't super clear on that. But in any case, it is a legitimate article. Anyway, so that's what's happening over here. I'm going to call it here actually because I don't really have much else to say. I'm going to go to the store in a moment just on foot. Sitting inside is fun up to a certain extent and then it gets boring. So I hope you'll have a nice weekend and a nice week. Make sure to stay healthy and stay safe. Make sure to drop in on Tuesday if you want to watch us play Stardew Valley, and on Friday if you want to watch us play Minecraft. And I hope to see you then. Thanks for watching and bye bye for now. Real quick, I forgot to mention one more thing that I did this week. I started a coffee channel for myself. It's basically a thing, well, it's kind of like Patreon, but then without subscription. It's more like if you want to throw a couple of bucks my way because you like what I do, then you can do that through the website listed. And down the middle you can see the address right there. This is one that I made for my tarot channel because I wanted a way for people to support me without signing up for monthly subscriptions, because honestly I really hate subscriptions. I know that businesses love pushing subscription models on everybody and I hate it because I don't want to be stuck with these, oh it's only $15 a month, that type of thing, and then I have like 3, 4, 5 different subscriptions like that. So I like this website because it's like a thing where you can occasionally throw some money at somebody if you like what they do, and if you don't want to do that, that's fine as well. It's very open-ended and you don't have to, and just want to push that out there that I have that now. I've also used this because I like their shop setup. They only take like a certain percentage of the price that you charge, and also you can limit the amount of items that is in the shop. So for things like tarot readings, I always find that whenever I open up like to readings, taking readings for other people, there'll be a whole influx of people that all want their reading on the same day that they requested, and I simply do not have the time for that. And in this shop model I can say I only want to sell 20 readings and then that's it, and until next time when I feel that I have enough time and energy I can put another bunch in there, and it'll keep things nice and limited, and it's also just a very clean, fun solution. So that's all really there is to it, and that's it. I like the open-ended, free to choose whatever you want to do part about it, and you can just drop in and out whenever you want, or you can do nothing with it at all. That's also perfectly fine. In any case, I just wanted to put that out there. So once again, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.